Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming out aggressively. He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack, now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Complete to the left. Open space at the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Gators have moved it inside the 20. Send the tight end in motion. Run in the red zone, it's ball. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley and knock him down for a ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Using his legs, it's ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's a seam wide open. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This is kind of like Vegas and gamble. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
Fair catch, called for and made.
searching for a hole.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Fires to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Gets the back moving. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Escapes trouble. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. A lot of touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 1st down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. But that means you got to turn around and hand it off, and that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Discards him with the stiff arm. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Finds the tight end. Past the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down to the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Diggs. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's high. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Keeps looking downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
4-7, Ole Miss 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Touchdown! Oh, miss! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big one. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost his.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's the handoff. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll run play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Those are the ones you rewind back and take over and over again. When you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job on this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Breaks the tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Taylor has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around on the front first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
Really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. Wide open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him direct.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Showing the arm straight down the left side. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. When you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past the corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's ball. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Gators in the hurry up. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in it.
He's going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They make the They'll keep it on the draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak draws, when you sneak screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback with a fly upfield every single play? We'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
This defense was there to make the stop.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. The Gators get enough for the 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Gonna run it. It's ball. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. The ball squirted out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rebel. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, that's the way you execute our offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Got enough for the 1st. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Finds his tight end. At the 45, on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. I knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Ball. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
First downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk.
Lots of running room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quick strike complete. Ernie on the Jets. Touchdown Gator. He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Catch in the middle. It's Stribling. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Diggs. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, 2 set of downs, let's go.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Firing to the right, complete.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that.
Touchdown, Rebels! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now improvising. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets past the marker. Rams him with the stiff arm. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
28.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. grabbed behind the line. It's Lee. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Grabbed over the middle. It's dribbling. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, what happens is that DB starts to bail and that wide receiver comes back and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The play action fake. Just what the defense's doctor ordered. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick.
That's the end of the third quarter. Ole Miss 42, Florida 28.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. There's nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gator.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the point after is good. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
42, Florida 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. At the 35, he's open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front. Surge by the O-line.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quick release by the QB. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with a lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Lee. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. defense changing the play. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to
Throws to the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go bumps. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a second and long. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. He's right downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. See if they can get it done on second and goal. They'll run it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
All right, you know what the offense is trying to accomplish. They're trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop here, not let them eke out more of the clock as we go along so we can get the ball back to the offense and get back in this game and maybe try to go win this thing.
Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. Here comes the option. And they can't make the play on third down.
Is incomplete. Fourth down and goal coming up.
They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. We're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Lagway. He wants a big play here late. Reels it in on the outside. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Working on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gators will hustle to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rush is on him. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollock and